Hello, hello. Welcome to Shade and the City. I'm your girl, Treese.
Is nose.
And we have our lovely co host, Vacay JTV, here with us. He's the face for
Why
me.
he looking frozen?
I know.
If his eyes wasn't moving, we would think he was frozen.
Hi
Boy,
guys.
with you.
I'm
Well,
an AI. I'm not real. I'm AI.
I can't with you. It's his hologram. He's not really with us.
It's Scorpio, baby. It's Scorpio month. That's why I'm silly right now. You already know what it is. The Scorpios is the building. Yes, it's time to terrorize.
Okay, Scorpio season.
Scorpio.
What up, Uncle? There go my Uncle right there. What's up, Uncle? Uncle Ben.
That explains so
Not the
much.
rice.
Hey, Ben. Hey, DeMarcus.
What's up, Unc?
Yes,
Hey,
this
DeMarcus.
episode was really good. It was
I
really
agree.
good.
It was the most ignorant I've ever seen in my
And
life.
thank you, Vacay. The name of this episode was Ignorant. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, if you guys have not already, please go ahead wherever you're watching from and go ahead and hit that like button for us. And if you're liking the vibe, but you're not already, what do they need to do, Nails?
Hit that subscribe button.
That's right. All right. This is what happens. Can I tell y'all? Happy daylight savings to everyone. Okay.
And you
I know
got
you're
your
going to say
extra hour.
that's not a holiday. But for me, people who like to stay up late and sleep in, oh, this is our time. Okay? This is our time. So I was very happy when I woke up this morning. I thought it was 11 and it was only 9 o'clock. I said, look at God. Okay. So yeah, y'all. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this recap and let's get shady.
Lights drip on the skyline paint. Shade in the city, true hits like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets feel winter. No filters, no edits, I'm raw with my splinters. My life a movie, they watching us trailers. I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, there's life in the mold. You like and subscribe if you feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. City, I'm not gonna hold you. Shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you feeling the vibe.
Marcus, this, I absolutely agree with that diagnosis, sir. Look at Dr. DeMarcus coming in diagnosing the people. Who knew our brother had a medical degree? Go ahead, DeMarcus. But yeah, I can absolutely agree with that. So y'all, we start out this episode. Now we see, obviously we know Alex got beat to a pulp, literally, okay, by some random I said masked men, but then we find out that it wasn't just men. It was a woman involved that whooped his ass.
And it wasn't random.
Okay. So then Kirsten calls Ozzy to tell him, look, as we know, he ain't going to be talking. And so, but Ozzy was like, nah, I needed that ninja. You know what I'm saying? That was like really important. And so Kirsten said, nah, you ain't need him. He was a liar, a cheater, a manipulator, heartbreaker.
It kind of aggravated me that Kristen was on the phone acting like whoever she was talking to wanted that information.
Mm-hmm.
And Ozzy is on the other line confused as hell. Like, what? Wait, what are you talking about? Like,
right. I agree. So basically, and to you, literally, my next line says Ozzy's confused as hell. So then we see that it was actually Ozzy's mama, Rosie. And I don't think I knew her name to this episode. And maybe I didn't need to know it to this episode. But Rosie is the one that actually paid off the mass assailants. Look at that. Look at them using my good dictionary. So yeah, y'all. So now we know Mama Rosie's up to something. And then we see Eddie, who's come over to Jax's house to bring Mama Lou her things and get things together. And so Jax is like, oh, thank you for all that you've done. And, Mama Lou is like, yes, I'm just so happy to see my two babies, getting along and together. And then Eddie pretends, oh, you know what? I left something in my car. And apparently then he gets a text from Chelsea.
She was blowing his phone up.
Right? And we learned that, of course, Chelsea is Lori Harvey. So what we think about that so far? First two scenes.
I mean, I told you I was a little aggravated with the whole Kristen acting like this was like a whole plan and whoever she was talking to really wanted it and Ozzy was really not here for it. But I mean, we knew to have
But it's something I don't trust about. Kristen.
Yeah, we know. We know. What did you say? Kristen did it at one point?
Yeah, and I still think she did it. I still think she did it. 10 toes down. DeMarcus said it's ironic that Rosie has a problem with clear women. However, it gets some clear females to beat down Alex. Well, you bet. Good point. Hey, they good enough to do the job.
No, she said if somebody gonna get in trouble, it's gonna be one of y'all, not one of my own.
That part.
Hey.
That part.
I completely understood why she did what she did. Shoot.
The black assassins ain't gonna get it done, right? You gotta get the wife over.
Get her done.
Sally, she got an email from her ex's Chris's attorney. And after getting her brain screwed out, of course, we ain't see it this time, but we know what happened because why else would Bill be there? He volunteered to take a look at these divorce papers and what he got going on. Then he started coming on a little strong, and it was giving like romanticizing.
Right. When she was like, "Hey, La Queen," when she was like, this is a situation. This ain't even a situation shit.
He was like, I'm just not used to not being in a relationship. She said, well, I'm used to being in these streets. So
okay.
You's a hoe. You know that you's a hoe.
Oh.
Say get hit or get lost. Okay. So then back at the office, we see Jack. She's discussing how, she feels. And like basically she thinks that Rosie might have had something to do with Wendy's murder. Okay. She's also pissed about the fact that, what happened with Alex and feels that he could have been huge. What?
I'm sorry. He's distracted me while you're talking. Between him and Xavier, it's a real bad combination.
No, you know what, Xavier? I don't know because we didn't get to see it this time, but I guess we can go off of the last time where he really wasn't.
Bang, bang, bang.
When my love goes bang,
bang, bang, bang. Stiff hips.
Y'all look crazy. It's not after dark, y'all.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You don't want that after dark. You're not going to get no stiff hips after dark. You're going to go home. You're going to tell them to go home.
Talking about Bill.
Yes.
So Daniel basically says that the publisher that Alex had a book deal with said that he was sitting on something explosive about the Edwards family. So he'll do a little bit more digging. And they're also looking forward to putting the forensic pathologist up on the stand to introduce an alternative theory on what could have happened to Wendy. So after they was done talking, Jax pulls Daniel to the side. She's like, all y'all can go. I need to clear this little boy out right now. So what's going on with you and your girlfriend, Kristen? He's like, what? My what?
Right.
Like, you smashing her though, ain't you? And he was like, I mean, yeah, but so he apologized.
No, what it was for me is joggers. September, spring, summer, fall.
Joggers.
I said, no, he didn't. Not that I said, I love that line.
I was like,
now, I didn't know what that was at first, but my homie Tifinity TV had to send me the video of the Real Housewives and whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, of Sheree.
So yeah, she put me on. Shout out to
her. So basically, she's like, basically, you could be sleeping with the enemy. We don't even know if she the one that took out Wendy. He's like, no, she would never do that. And she was like, see, this is why you don't need to be screwing her because you all messed up in the head. Like you up here trying to defend her. You really don't even know what's going on. So he apologized for breaking her trust and said that, he'll do whatever he needs to do to get it back, including doing some little extra digging on Alex. And then of course he went to go talk to Crystal, like, what's up, you little snitch? What you like? What's up? You didn't even give me no heads up or nothing. And she like, but I did though. Okay, and I beat you to it. I told you need to tell her before I do, and clearly I beat you to it. You was taking too long, so it is what it is.
Yep. I don't know, Daniel. I'm not saying he did nothing, but he really is messing up this case. He really is. He doing a lot, but because when did we get to the other scene with him and Kristen? I was like, see, you slipping because now you clocking her, but she clocking you. Can't nobody be trusted. It's awful.
I was like, oh, they both some sneaky asses.
Right. And you know, I never again. I got my good eye on her. Xavier says Sheree made it to reasonable doubt, low key and icon. You better give her things. Give her things.
Why your face?
Look, Vacay's like,
Vicky, why your face look like that? Do you not agree?
Oh, DeMarcus? I didn't ever think about that. You think Rosie will be upset that Kristen is dating outside of her race?
She was upset with Ozzy.
Oh yeah. She don't like. It's obvious she doesn't like the Caucasians.
But he's Asian.
Well, anything outside of her race, Caucasian.
Oh, okay.
Everything's Caucasian to her, to Rosie.
I also think too. I get what y'all saying, but also I think a lot of her dislike and hatred for Wendy came from the fact of Vanessa.
Right.
So you get what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's all other races or if it's just tied to her hatred for white women.
She called them vanilla. Y'all talking about clear and all this other. She said vanilla.
Well, vanilla milk toast. Okay.
That's not what she used. That's what did you catch up? Because ain't that what who said that? Wasn't that the ex-girlfriend that you didn't remember? That said that?
What?
Oh, the ex-girlfriend that was on the stand, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So, look, did you catch up?
What do you mean? On that episode?
Yeah, to catch that, to get that.
Just for that one girl? Nah, girl. I didn't. Not for that one. Nah. I think I got the gist for the most part. I have two healthy co-hosts, you know.
I assume that's where you got it from.
Keep me up to date.
We got you back.
Oh, you mean the milquetoast comment or the vanilla?
Yeah.
The milquetoast comment is because we use that for the clear girl over on Beyond the Gates. So that's always on the tip of my tongue.
And of course, DeMarcus remember her name.
Right.
DeMarcus thought that she did it too, by the way.
You did.
You know I gotta call you out.
Think that she did it.
I gotta call you out, bro.
DeMarcus, you still think she did it?
Now I'm looking at Nisha sideways, but anyway. So Kristen, comes home. Ozzy's upset with her. She swears that she only went by the hospital. She ain't had nothing to do with Alex's unaliving. And Ozzy said, "Bitch, I don't know what you're capable of because you giving real sociopath, real like I can't trust."
Y'all believe that?
What?
Because remember, she was there for hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you even said she might have put something in the IV.
Mm-hmm.
I did. We did.
Yeah.
Talking about I went to go check with him because
that's why I absolutely believe because her whole one thing they keep saying is who has the most to benefit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think she's trying to take him down, but if she loses, that girl ain't got no job. All she knows is her brother and living off his money, just like the other family members. But I don't even think they're that desperate. I think she has probably never worked. She doesn't know what it's like.
Right.
So I think that she is the one that has probably the most to lose in this situation if Ozzy gets locked up. But anyway.
Look at DeMarcus's comment.
What? Oh, God. Look, Neil Keys hit Wendy in the head with the lead pipe in the library. Come on, Clue. Well,
where you see that at, bro? I ain't see that scene unless you got the next episode like you usually do.
And then y'all, I mean, I ain't even gonna hold you. We still can't count out what's the name that we don't see no more, Monica, because we saw the flash where she was tying up Wendy, right? That Ozzy was having.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
right. Did we see Monica? We didn't even see Monica in this episode at all, right?
We didn't. I think she's blacklisted now.
Got you.
Yeah. I think we're probably not going to see her until we get flashbacks of who actually did it.
Yeah.
Xavier said, I feel like the only normal person in that family is the daddy. Woo, that's not saying a lot. The rest of them are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I think daddy got problems.
I don't think he normal. After what they did with the deep fake. Come on with that. You got to be kind of twisted to
right. That's some wild shit. But that's
yeah, we'll get to it.
That was Rosie. If you remember, because that's why she didn't want him to say it.
But he was playing along with it. You know what I'm saying? For a minute.
No shade. Let me help my boy out, Sal.
Talk to him.
Brother, pick up your balls.
And put them where?
I don't know, but take them back. Take them back.
Girl, back where? Pack them up and take them to Vanessa. He don't know what to do with them.
The way she set this man up, and then after all that, said Sal, and that nigga came running. Yes, dear.
Exactly. He gonna pack him up and take him right over to Vanessa because he don't know what to do with him.
You're right. That's why he was boning Vanessa, because she treat him, a different way.
And Ozzy did say that she treated him real bad. So basically, Kristen is just saying, look, I had to do whatever I needed to do to end Alex's book deal. And she reminds him that, look, and what you're not going to do is sit over here and accuse me. Aren't you the one on trial for unaliving somebody? And I said,
the pot calling the kettle black.
Okay.
Liar.
So, but see, if I was Ozzy, I'd be like, oh, you grimy bitch.
He kind of was like
rebuttal, that's your clap back. And so Ozzy asked her,
she's like, I mean, we don't want to look at each other like that.
Right. And that's why I said,
but you the one that said it though. You the one that let it slip out your mouth though.
I'm telling you, something ain't right with that girl.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So then basically Ozzy asked her if she unalived Wendy, and she pauses. And so Kristen says, look, like Nell said, we don't want to start looking at each other crazy. Let's not turn into mommy and daddy, right? And so they agree that they gonna forgive each other. And I said, this is just the weirdest fucking family ever.
It's some ignorant stuff.
Right. So then we hop over to Eddie, who's went down to the jailhouse to pick up Chelsea, Lori Harvey, and his daughter. Okay. So he asked her, well, how did this happen? And so Chelsea said, well, it wouldn't have happened if you would have picked up your damn phone. So, Chelsea got a little sass to her. And can I just say, shout out to Lori. I think she did a very good job with the few lines that she had. She definitely did better than Isha. No offense, Cash Dog. Sorry.
Damn.
Okay. We Pisces. I love you, but I got to call a thing a thing. So he tells her, look, I was busy. And she was like, oh, because you was with Jax. And, she was like, well, did you get the money? And that's when I said, oh, so that's why you back here. And y'all think about something. Don't you think it's weird that he conveniently came back? Mama Lou got sick. And if you remember, she told us, who did she put in charge of her affairs? Mm-hmm. Who's her attorney? So if she passes away, who gets whatever she has?
Eddie. Mm-hmm.
I don't doubt for a second
get whatever she has if she signed it over to him. Now he has the right to change it,
right?
As the power, like if she was leaving something to Jax or something like that, he has the right to change it, but he doesn't automatically get what she has.
No, what it makes me think is if she wouldn't have moved into Jax's house, he would have found a way to unalive her slowly. And collect whatever he needed to. I watched too much Snap. Yeah, I watched too much Snap. I watched too much Forensic Files.
You think he that ruthless, yo? You think he that ruthless like that?
He needs money, and clearly he done promised Chelsea some, because why is she under the impression that he's supposed to bring her some money? So clearly this is a plan, a scheme that they have set up to come to us with the bullshit.
I don't think he would unalive her, dog. I don't think he would unalive her. No.
That was
all right, y'all. Look, they telling me I'm throwing my line out there. And when I come back with a big ass bass on my line, we're going to eat. Okay? We're going to eat.
Okay.
All right. So basically we find out that, she's a thief and she got 3 kids. She apparently was in jail because she got in a fight down on the job. And I said, you real out here ratchet, but you're cute though. You're cute. And so basically she was like, well, I want to meet Jackson. You can't tell me who I can go talk to. So if you ain't going to do it, I'm going to go do it. And he was like, look, it's not my fault that you got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies. That's a personal problem. I didn't do that for you. And she was like, oh, so you go throw up my daddy issue, daddy? That's what you going to do?
And I said, well, talk about my daddy issues.
Right. And so basically he told her, sit down or I'm gonna cut off my disability checks. And I said, see, it's giving. They're used to living and not working.
Ignorant-ish.
Look, Xavier said, I thought she was talking about the disability checks. No, because why would I don't think so. I think she was talking about, I think she expects money from Jax. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think so too. That's initially what I thought.
Yeah, she did good in her little scene. Much, much better. Oh no, not she has other talents besides pimping. Xavier, you are the worst. You are the worst.
Pimping or getting pimped.
Either way, she good at all of it.
Yeah, she must be, because she the one leaving every time. So, I mean,
imagine if Chelsea does something to Mama Lou out of jealousy. Right. That's what I'm saying. It's something going on there that, Chelsea had kids at the age of 16. Yeah, we know, and we supposed to feel bad for her.
16, what was it? 16,
while she down at her good job fighting customers. Yeah.
So then we see Lou. He's out to dinner with Jax. And she's just kind of praising her daddy for, being there for her, being there for Mama Lou. While Louis, he really giving a side eye like, oh, that's how you feel? And she's like, come on, dude. Like, there's no way you still feel some type of way about my daddy. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to just keep it on hush. Okay. I just want to sit here and enjoy the time with my wife. We ain't here to talk about your daddy. Let's move it on. Okay. So then we see Daniel. I don't know if it was like the building manager or maintenance or whoever it was, but he gets him to open Alex's apartment to do a welfare check. No, damn well this man ain't here no more. Okay. And then act like he was looking around for him, told the dude there might be mold in the bathroom to, deter him. Then stole the man's, I thought it was a laptop, but he showed up with an iPad. So I'm going to say iPad. And it looked like he took some mail too, so he can go through all this man's stuff.
It was a laptop. I think he transferred it to the iPad.
Oh, transferred it to the iPad. Okay.
It was a laptop though.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and for all those that received memberships, you're welcome.
Thanks, mate. Was it me?
It would have showed up in the chat. It tells them in the chat who got picked. It's random.
Boo.
I know, right? Lewis is too pressed for me. Like, get the fuck over it. Okay. I ain't gonna hold you. Here's my thing with Lewis. I get him wanting to protect his wife, but I do understand where kind of Jax is coming from, because at the end of the day, how are you going to be madder than me at my daddy? Like, if I'm not that upset, how do you get what I'm saying? I feel like he just needs to back off a little bit. Because
I don't know.
It is giving like weird vibes. Like,
no, I kind of. Okay, so I agree, disagree, right? Because again, his role is to what? To protect and provide, right? So this here is the guy that she's been telling him about, the daddy, all these years that hurt her so much, right? So what am I gonna do as a husband? I'm going to protect and provide. Now, he went extreme with the Daniel thing and the private eye and everything, but again, that's all part of him just trying to protect. And we see that conversation later on in the episode where he actually was like, listen, I know I went overboard, but this is what I'm supposed to do, right? I'm supposed to protect you the best way I can because I love you so much.
But vacate, like I said before, because I think I said that before, your job is not just to protect. Yeah. It's also to support. And if I'm telling you, I want to have this relationship, I want to start this relationship.
Yeah.
Your job is also to just be there. Just support. And guess what? If I fall on my face again, then so be it. You're supposed to be there.
Be there to pick it up. I think both of y'all summed it up very well, that two things could be true at the same time.
Sure.
Yeah. He said, sure.
Sure. I mean, it's not an argument. It's just like, no, that's true. It's true. Yeah, definitely be supportive. But I think him being protective is being supportive. But I get what you're saying. She wants it this way. Just roll with me as I want it this way.
Mm-hmm.
But still, as a man, I got this other man coming in. I don't like him because he handed me my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I'm more motivated.
Get your ass handed to you though. You don't
Right.
want to
Right.
there.
Right. I agree. But now because he handed my ass to me and all this and that and told me to go cook some food, I'm going to go out of my way to prove him wrong. and you know, he ain't doing too good of a job. He kind of is and kind of not. Like he's kind of loose all over the place.
Look, Xavier said, how bad of a landlord do you have to be to not know that your tenant is unalive?
The fact that he missed 2 months rent and you ain't on his ass was confusing me.
Right.
Because he ain't been gone for 2 months.
Right. Bill could be Sally's divorce attorney and Michael Johnson could be Chris's attorney. Well,
it'd be kind of weird.
That would. So speaking of that, we see Bill. He's down at the courthouse, and they questioning the forensic pathologist. I ain't get that person name. Their name is forensic pathologist.
Dr. Wilder.
Oh, look at Nels. Go ahead. What?
Whoa.
You better get my girl her queen. Look at her showing up to class with the extra credit.
Good job.
What? So he's basically trying to explain what he really thinks happened to Wendy, suggesting that she had some type of, this where DeMarcus come in with this cerebral edema that actually caused her passing prior to her being pow-powed.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So then that would change the cause of, unalive, right?
Right.
And I said, okay, that's a good little something to present.
Yeah.
So then Daniel goes to present what he found on Alex's laptop, which we learned is the X tape with Wendy and Ozzy. And so, it was supposed to be Wendy and Ozzy. And so,
or at least that's what they thought it was.
Right. And so they were like, oh, well, maybe somebody wanted to keep this from coming out. And so they decided to hurt Wendy. So they let Ozzy know that, look, we believe Alex stole the tape the night Wendy was up out of here. And so Ozzy said, nah, that's not even me in the video. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that man is. Feel sorry for that man. So he said his mom tried to show him, but he couldn't bear to watch it. So Jack said, boo, I don't care what you care about. If you want to stay out of jail, you better watch this tape. And so surely he watches the tape and he sees a man and he know it ain't him, but he don't know who the man is. Okay.
It wasn't me.
And through the whole time, he's having flashbacks to his time with Wendy. And I said, well, and you know what? I ain't even gonna hold you. When this episode first started off, I was really like, oh, see, look at that skanky bitch. I knew something was nasty about her. The mama was
We always like that. We always like that. Like, yo, she a freak. We was calling her all types of names. We was like,
yes.
Ooh.
and then by the end of the episode, I was like, oh, egg on my face.
All of us.
Pants on the ground.
What do you mean by what type of accident? Because remember, she was tied up. Now, if you're talking about the mother type of accident, I guess. But I don't know.
I think what he means is like Ozzy could have shook her up or she fell and hit her head. And then somebody just covered up and they were like, well, at this point, she did. You know what I mean? So
let me finish the job.
Make it. Yeah, we got to finish it off and make it look worse than what it is. Because if the video comes out of them, and now she has a head injury, which I feel like that's what we're probably going to end up finding out, is that he probably knocked her upside her head, and that's what ended up taking her out. And then, like Vacay suggested, somebody's going to come and.
I think Rosie came from behind, was like, well, let's just finish this off, pal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Rosie and Ozzy.
Rosie, boy, oh my God. I'm so disgusted.
All right, so then we see Bill and Jax. They're having a conversation at the office about, whether they should show this video or not. Bill thinks, listen, we got to do what we got to do. We shouldn't sit on this because I got boys too, and he looking at a lot of times. So then Rosie comes in. Um, Jax told her about the video. Well, she's like, "Oh, my poor baby." She like, "Girl, bye, okay?" Because you found this video, you put pressure on Ozzy with it to end things with Wendy. So she's like, "Girl, what you need from me?" Okay, I'm prepared to do whatever I got to do to save my son. So Jack said, "Oh, like taking out Alex and Wendy." She was like, "Yeah, let's not do the accusation thing,
Okay.
okay? And let's focus on what I need to say." So Jackson was like, "How about you start with the truth?" Okay. So then in court, she's on the stand talking about how Wendy wasn't, just his girlfriend and he was planning to propose. But then she found out about the affair. Okay. And she was having sexual relations with her husband, Sal. Okay. She said she found it in his office, when she was trying to organize. And initially, she didn't know who the man was, but she said she'd been with this man forever. Forever, ever. Okay. So she recognized his hand in his watch. I turned around looking at his daddy like, "Sir, I don't know what you wasn't knocking down my girl." All right.
And you know what's really crazy? Rosie really is a crazy liar. Because think about it. She knew the truth the whole time. And the fact that she was able to come up with that.
I mean, we know somebody else that come up with some wild story.
I know. It's just but it just goes to show like she can make up I hate to say it, but the prosecutor was right. She literally will lie on the spot, and can come up with an intricate one at that. That's some dangerous.
You are the last one to need to be talking about this.
Who, me?
After last night, girl, the stories you was coming up with out of it.
What? What did I miss? She's sipping on her. She's taking a drink.
Look, he was like, "Did you really?" Lauren was like, "She just came up with all of that." So yeah, basically she was like, basically he wasn't even apologetic. He was more angry, if anything, because he thought that Wendy had snitched him out. She was like, "I didn't even get a chance to let him know that Wendy didn't say nothing," and made it look like he might have left the house to go and find Wendy because she didn't get a chance to, let him know that it wasn't Wendy that told him. She threw this man clear under the bus.
Yep.
Okay.
Dang.
So the prosecutor got up and was basically like, "Bullshit." Okay. All right. And was like, "Yeah, you confirmed his car GPS confirmed, and his phone records as well as Kristen confirmed that he was in the house. Okay, that night. So you're the only liar here. Okay, and you admitted that you would lie if whatever you needed to do to protect your son." Okay, and she was just kind of like, "Well, wouldn't you?" So yeah, she did. She came up with a whole intricate, detailed story.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow. we need sound effects.
Crazy.
So then I think hold on, where did we live off? My bad.
When she was going off on Sal in the car.
Right. So
about the lie she just told.
Well, that part. Okay, yeah. So basically in the car, Sal is cussing out Rosie and accusing her, "Damn, you willing to take me down just to get what you really want?" And so Sal was like, "Oh, so you plan to take care of me like you did Alex?" And she was like, "Look, that Alex situation went too far left, but I mean, hey, I had to do what I had to do. I had to keep him from selling the family story. So it is what it is." What did he say? At the end of the day got to end. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So Rosie said she did what needed to be done and brings up how, and plus you left the house that night. He was like, "But I was going to see Vanessa. I'm cheating on you. Why are we even having this conversation?"
Ignorant.
That's exactly what it was given.
And then,
but she's like, "God, we learned so mad about it."
Right. And then we learned that Vanessa is his white mistress.
Wow.
That's not a. I don't even know if that's a mistress for real. That is.
That's a significant other.
9 years.
That's a significant other at that point.
That's some Hollywood-ish right there.
Right.
That's what they do in Hollywood. Yeah, okay. I know you got a girlfriend. Well, I got a boyfriend over here.
And then what makes it so wild, you notice he said she's his ex-assistant, which makes me feel like once they got on and he stopped working, he made sure she did too.
Damn.
And he said, what you're not about to do is blow her life up.
Okay. He said, you ain't gonna let me cheat in peace. And that is my peace. Okay. Literally.
I know they got a Xavier said 9 years. I know they got a
mixed baby somewhere. Right. Look, I said, I was literally getting ready to say, Xavier, do not be surprised if he done bought that woman a house across the street and Ozzy got a little brother that grew up across the street and he ain't even know.
Man, that man shooting blanks. Get out of here.
Don't do it. That's more Bill. Don't do that to Sal.
Nah, Sal, he done.
Well, actually, you know what?
After,
you're right.
After Rosie,
Sal ain't got no balls. So
after Rosie cut the bolas, right. He don't got no more.
If I was Sal, I would be scared to sleep next to her. Like I would legit sleep with one.
I don't think they sleep next to each other.
They probably not.
They definitely give separate bedroom keys.
Definitely.
I wouldn't be surprised if he spent his nights at Vanessa's house.
Probably.
In separate houses.
I think he only come over when the boy comes over. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Ozzy's coming over, so make sure you come by, okay?
Right.
Get yourself out that white lady and come over here and handle your dad duties.
Okay. When she said the balls were in Vanessa, I said,
yes, you was balls deep. That's what she said.
She said you finished and I finished too.
She said balls deep in that white lady. Jesus. It's a family show.
So then Jax decides to reveal to Ozzy that, look, that video was made a year and a half ago when you and Whitney were on a break. You know, Kristen's confirmed that for us. So Ozzy is still having trouble processing all this information that he just learned to the point that he actually becomes physically ill. So Ozzy tells Jax, look, I just really miss Wendy. And Jax believes, look, you probably don't need to be alone right now. Let me call Bill to stay with you. However, Ozzy got other plans. He wants to go back to her house because he claims it was the last time he slept through the night. And I would have, if I was Jax, I'd be like, yeah, you ain't sleeping over. Okay.
She let him go
before she knew how much of a nut he really was. Now that she knows what she knows about him and that family, you wouldn't be in the house with me and mine. Just saying.
Accused for murder.
Huh?
Back then, and she let him stay the night with her daughter there.
But I think she at that point truly believed that he was innocent.
Just because you believe it don't make it so.
Well, but I think it's different when you know what you know and you're like, nah, that motherfucker really is all.
I think she still don't think.
He's unhinged. He's unhinged.
You know what? Two things can be true at the same time.
You know what?
I'm just saying, you know. I ain't gonna hold you.
You know what? Shut up.
That's the devil advocate in her.
Yeah, I get you.
So basically, Jax is like, hell no. Nah. And then Ozzy apparently has this thing that he does where his inner 2-year-old comes out and he just starts screaming when he can't get his way. And so, you know, basically he's like, no, this is an emergency. And so Jax is like, oh hell, this is really scary. So yes,
that would have stopped me. I'm sorry. That would have stopped me. I was like, no, right. I'm not talking to the judge. Your ass gonna stay at home.
Right there.
Yelling at me like that.
Ain't no way.
I don't know, but you know what though? I don't know why Jax thought that it was important to mention, oh, you guys were on a break when she was screwing your daddy.
Trying to make him feel better.
Like what? So because he was on a break, it's okay for her to screw the man. Like what?
She was pulling at straws. That's what she was doing.
I was like, Jax, no, that ain't the one.
She was busting it open and spreading it wide.
All right, so then we see Nisha. She was doing an interview with April.
I said, now that is fair. I said, okay, April, you done moved from the 2B to the okay, girl. Look at you moving on up. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Okay, April. And basically, you know,
and she still did a better job than Cash Doll.
And I think, and you know what, I think Cash Doll has more experience than both of them. So yeah, she's in an interview, and she basically said Ozzy's a little Mitch. Okay. And she believes that, his mama got up on the stand and lied, said she would spit on that man if he was on fire, and said that, Wendy, before she passed, told her plenty things, and she is revealing it all. Okay, on her
If
IG.
I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. Okay.
You know, remember when Crystal said, what she saying? Confession. She was like, tell your Kristen confessions.
Yeah.
Usher.
Come on, Usher. Mm-hmm.
So let me see. Oh, so then Bill, he goes to see Sally. He brought her dinner. He noticed the flowers. Found out that they was from the ex-husband. He seemed like he was a little jealous. But she ain't really give a damn shit about the flowers. She like, yeah. What happened with the divorce papers? Okay. He tells her that this man is going after spousal support and requesting the kids move with him to South Carolina. She's like, no, there's no way. Absolutely not. That must be a mistake.
It's only right. Only right.
What's only right?
It's only right. Take your kids and go get a house in North Carolina. That's right. That's right.
Take yourself and go get a house.
No.
So, he's saying that he lost the house, and that is the reason for the move and for the custody. So you think it's cool that he's asking for custody?
I think it's right because this is ignorant-ish, right? Her ass went ahead, put that house up for bail without, after he said no, and she went ahead and did it anyway. You are putting the family at risk of being homeless, okay? So how is that being a responsible mother at this point? And you lost the house. So now we got to move. We got to move. I'm the responsible one here. I'm the one that got the house. I was the first black man in my family to get a house, okay? So you know what? Yeah, we going to move, okay?
Guess what? We in a marriage. If I make a decision, we made it together.
Nope, we didn't. Because you went behind my back, man.
Guess what? No,
you went behind my back, Sally, from the valley. And I know you in the streets. Nah. No. We talked about it. I said no.
Let me tell you something.
You said yes.
Let me tell you something.
And then you said okay, and then went behind my back and then put it up for bail anyway.
What's his name? Chris? Chris would have had a bounty on his head.
Listen, I get you because I know Mama Bear coming out here. But understand, I'm understanding.
You can do whatever you want. You can take yourself down.
And by the way, where are the kids?
By yourself.
When Bill is screwing Sally, where the kids at?
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? They probably with Chris. You see what I'm saying? She for the streets. She for the streets. If she for the being a hoe.
Not a hoe.
Okay, she being a hoe, being a whore, and she got her own little whore house apartment. Okay,
they're
screwing Bill.
Co-parenting.
Are the kids in the other room while she's sucking on Bill's schlong?
They're co-parenting.
For how long?
Until he moved his ass to South Carolina.
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, sir.
Then he probably get him for the summer.
You can't tell her. You can't make a hoe into a housewife, sir. Yeah. Take your kids and run.
Oh.
Y'all are terrible. So then we see Lewis before the family dinner starts. He confronts Eddie about, you need to tell Jax about Chelsea. So Eddie said, well, shit, let's do it. And he was like, I ain't mean right now. He said, nah, nigga, you been in my, so I'm going to say it. Okay. And so Eddie breaks the news. Hey, you got a 30-year-old sister. And so Jax is like, what the hell? And she asked Mama Lou, did you know about this? And she was like, yeah, girl, that ain't my business. It wasn't my place to tell.
And it wasn't.
Okay. So Eddie claimed, I wanted to wait, but Lewis insisted. And so she's like, oh, so you knew too. And I said, see? So she's upset. And then she's like, and then he's like, oh, and by the way, let me tell you how your husband had this whole man following me around. So she's like, damn, you hired Daniel? Really, Lewis? This is what we doing? And so Lewis was like, look, I was just trying to protect you. And Eddie explains, look, you ain't got to worry about it because your sister's a thief and she a liar. And letting her into your life will be very, very dangerous. So you should continue to ignore her like I am. Okay. And so he says that, what happened?
I said, which he's not ignoring her.
Well, he said he's not ignoring her. He said, I love them. He said, I love them both. He said he's not ignoring her. Or hiding her.
Right, he's not hiding her. That's what he said, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he hit a Drake. I'm not hiding her from the world. I'm hiding the world
from.
Okay, I get. Okay.
I mean, clearly,
yeah.
She out here. She out here already.
I like that. I like that, Tree.
So, and so he was like, and so basically he was like, look, I'm actually looking out for you, unlike Lewis. So Lewis was like, you motherfucking crackhead. Okay.
He said, you crackhead mother.
Right. And so then, of course, they're interrupted when Ozzy's like, bang, bang, shoot up. Whatever his line is, whatever the famous line is.
Gotcha. Pow, gotcha.
Oh, pow, gotcha. Whatever.
Bang, bang.
Same difference.
It's John with the spoon. Bang, bang, shoot him up.
Look, now y'all got me feeling like Rosie. I'm just making shit.
She turned him from a child star to a YN.
You know oh my God.
Oh my God.
Bang, bang, shoot him up. Bang, 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 bang.
So then they sit down and have dinner, and Ozzy is like, thank you so much for reminding me what a real family feels like. So Eddie shares with Ozzy, about his sobriety journey and, basically finding the power inside himself. And so Ozzy said, that's all nice and good, but can I go use your bathroom? And then we see Ozzy go past Mama Lou's room and see the medications laid out. And so, of course, he has to help himself. And I said, see, this is exactly why you don't let, now that you know, because now she knows that he's a drug addict. That's why you don't let him back in your house. But I'm just saying. Any thoughts on that? Oh, DeMarcus, I saw your oh, hold on. I need to go some of these comments. She committed fraud.
Yes.
Technically, I guess she did.
Okay, explain that.
Well, I guess because he didn't actually want her to do it. But I mean, is it legally fraud? Because it's not like they needed 2 signatures in order for her to put up the house. So if she's on the house and she said, hey, I'm putting up the house for bail, and she had all right to do so without getting permission from him, then I guess technically it wouldn't be legally fraud.
Is this one of those times where I can say 2 things can be true at the same time?
No, we're going to have to look that one up. ChatGPT, do you need 2 signatures to sign off a house in both people's names?
Yeah, I guess that's what would make the difference. But I mean, if you're going to if you're putting up bail, you're putting up your house for bail, I would think if you need 2 signatures, they would both have to be there.
I'm going to ask the chat right now.
Look, he said, I'm going to the I'm going to the AI. Hey, Queen, welcome. I love this comment, DeMarcus. Bill was looking in the mirror when he sees Chris. I absolutely agree. And wait till we get to that scene. Can I tell you, I know, I'm Mrs. Softy, but when I tell you my heart really went out to Bill, Oh,
because it looked like he was about to call her. And then got that message.
I felt bad for my boy.
I did too. Okay. He looked real sad.
He did, and I don't think we've ever seen Tommy cry, but that was the closest we probably ever
seen him cry. We've seen him cry.
We have seen him cry before.
Yeah, but he do the ugly cry. Tommy do the like snot and stuff.
That's what I said. I don't think I've ever seen him cry.
Yeah, he's cried when he strangled people and yeah.
Well, it's the end of that thing because I'm not going back to it. Just that one line. He ended up giving back the pills to Jax. And, she said she was disappointed and proud at the same time because she knows it had to have been harder to give them back than to take them.
Right.
And then we see Kristen and Daniel. They hanging out. They both sneaky as hell. He sent her to go get some water while he's going through her phone, taking pictures of her call log. And then, I think that he started to break it off with her. But then she told him, and I think she sensed it, and she was like, yeah, I think I'm falling in love with you. And he's just like, okay.
Right.
So he got to go into the bathroom, and she goes through his stuff, finds his little notebook, and says something like, what's Kristen hiding? She rips the page out and kept it. I don't know why you thought that was gonna change anything. He's still in his mind thinking, what are you hiding? That's not gonna do anything.
And is he not gonna see the page ripped out?
I literally thought that same thing. I was like, that makes no sense. If anything, then you take the picture with your phone and you leave that there, but you don't rip it out. That's evidence that you've been in the book. Duh.
Is he gonna use that like a drawer for later?
Yeah, like,
hey, I knew I couldn't trust you because you said, "What am I hiding?" Drawer 4.
So then we see Chris. He tried to come by and talk to Sally, and really, she wasn't having it.
Sally laid into that ass.
She like, dude, you trying to take my kids? That's why you got me the flowers? Like, that's what we're not gonna do. I'll see your ass in court. And then we see while Jax is working, Lewis came outside to talk to her, explain why he was keeping a secret about Chelsea. And also said that he has Chelsea's number. If you want to contact your sister, it could be like me and my brother. You thought you was the only child. Maybe you need this type of support. And she like, yeah, well, I got too much to focus on right now. So we're going to put that to the back burner.
Okay, thank you, DeMarcus. That girl need to put facial recognition on her phone.
Well, no, I think the reason why he notices and sent her to the kitchen is because at the time it was unlocked.
Yeah. She does have facial recognition. Remember, they was in the bedroom.
Remember,
she was sleeping.
And
okay. So he did that. I didn't catch that. I thought
he saw the phone open. He was like,
not in this show.
No. I mean, when you're talking about the previous one, I didn't catch that. Him putting.
When they were in bed together. Yeah, he did. But for this one, I think he looked down and he noticed that her phone was unlocked. She was just in her phone.
That's true. You're right.
And it was unlocked. So he sent her ass to the kitchen.
I think I'm getting a cramp. He's good. They're both liars and just sneaky as hell.
See, I couldn't have been Kristen.
Why? What would you do?
Because you ain't gonna play with me too many times. What do you want? Fuck this still sparkling. You brought what? I would have came out the kitchen, and once he would have said sparkling, I'd be like, you know what? You should probably get up and get it yourself because I'm not getting it up again.
I got a cramp though, Trees.
Hey, you should walk it out.
You just said you love me.
Walk it out. Okay.
If you love me, you would give me the sparkling.
Two things can be true.
True at the same time.
It's the same time. Like two chips.
My other favorite, a broken clock is right. At least twice a day.
2 chips can be true in my mouth.
So then we see Ozzy. He's listening to Nisha's, little recording off the podcast about her planning to tell all his business. So Ozzy said, look, hello, it's me. Hello. And he was like, yeah, you was looking for me? And so he was like, look, don't let me come out here and tell everybody how you steal clothes from sets and resell them online, yo boosting ass. Okay?
Hey, yo.
And so Nisha fires back. Oh, well, you know what? I'll tell everybody how your way to the top. I said, not you out here getting smutted out by everybody. Poor baby. So it's clearly more than just Monica. So Ozzy threatens to take Nisha out if she said anything. He said, which I wish you would. Try me. Okay?
Honey.
You know I hate that song, and that's the only song I know by her. But I really do hate that song.
That's what came up, huh?
Yeah. So then Bill is at his office when he's, served his divorce papers from Keisha. And this is when they had me, y'all. The tears was welling up. My tear ducts was getting real heavy, like. And that's when Vince or Stan or whoever his name is, I know my virtual co-host DeMarcus gonna correct me. But he comes in the office and he brings up, oh shit, I heard things went very well in court, and clearly that must be because of you. And your family would be pleased with, after the partnership vote next month. And then he's like, yeah, thanks. And then, he walks out, and then we see the, sad face. And I ain't even gonna hold you. For me, it was like, you worked this hard. You spent this much, like you sacrificed time with your family, your wife, all this stuff. And now you've got it and you've lost everything. That, like, I don't know. That just, my heart broke for him.
That was the priority.
You might win some, but you just
lost
one.
Oh, that's
you might win some, but you really lost one. Hey,
you just lost one. It's so silly.
How come? That's my joint.
It's all done. That you really came from. What you done.
What the bomb.
What the bomb.
Okay. So back at the house, Sal is getting in Rosie's ass about, how, look, guess what? We might get a non-guilty verdict. Except for me, I might be in the back of a police car because of the crap you just told. So Ozzy's like, I know you ain't out here trying to make my mom out to be the monster when you was screwing my girlfriend. And basically he's trying to explain that that's not what it was, and Rosie's shaking her head. So him and Kristen's like, what the hell is going on? And like Tree said, when he get mad and he catches a little temper tantrum, he want to scream. So he starts screaming.
Can you imagine him as a baby?
For real.
Oh my God. Like,
that's exactly how he did it, like a baby.
Yeah, like a baby. That's what made me think about it.
He learned, listen, if I can get my way this way, I'm gonna do it forever.
Yep.
Okay. Sal explained that the sex tape was fake, and said the woman in the video was actually Vanessa, who's his old assistant, and they've been sleeping together for, Rosie said 9 years and 4 months. Okay.
I'm surprised she ain't got the days and the hours on that.
That's what's. Child, girl, you be acting like you don't give a damn. So I don't know why you.
And you know what's so crazy? You know why I think she won't divorce him? Because I think that would be Ozzy's way out. Ozzy doesn't really want a relationship with his mother like that. He's already said that he really don't see it for her. He already doesn't see it for how she treats him, how she treats his father. And I think
why did Daddy won't divorce her? Well, his little punk ass.
Ain't got no balls.
Because he's a punk.
Right.
And said basically that his mother paid Alex to change Vanessa's face to Wendy's. So he's like, Ma, are you for real? Like, you went through all of that, knowing damn well how I felt about this girl. Like, how could you do that? And she was like, basically, because you disturbed my peace once you brought this little chick up in here. Okay. I went from, being peaceful, drinking my water, minding my business, to now being the mother of a drug addicted, sexually abused star accused of murder. Okay. So now he feeling like.
And then I didn't like that. Especially just how you read that. And I'm not saying that's not how she like didn't deliver it, but it's almost like
she's blaming Wendy for all that.
That
really that happened.
Like, I'm ashamed because you were abused.
And really it happened under your watch.
That part.
That's a narcissist and a manipulator. That's what she is. Yeah.
So now he feeling like, hold up, did you take out Alex and Wendy? She got up and left the table. She had no words. Okay. And then we see Chelsea. She's parked outside of Jax's house. Nisha, she went online and, cleared all that mess up with Ozzy because she didn't want him coming after her. Rosie called Jax and told her that Ozzy asked her if she took out Wendy. And she like, well, did you though? Okay. And she told her that she didn't. And Jax was like, well, I know you got a theory on who did though. She said, my sweet child, I didn't realize it before. I wasn't ready to see it, but she thinks that it was Ozzy. and we see Ozzy having a nightmare and like wakes up screaming bloody murder. Okay, and Kristen comes in to check on him, and he's like, what if I did take out Wendy?
Mother freaking Jekyll and Hyde, mother freaker. Look, I said it in the beginning. Remember, he was slapping himself. Hi, I'm Ozzy Davis. I'm Ozzy Davis. He was slapping himself back into the Ozzy Davis character. Man, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Xavier, I think that's a very good point. Rosie is either so psychotic that she's willing to give Ozzy up, or Ozzy really did this. I'm leaning towards, again, I still think Kristen has something to do with it. My money's still on Kristen. Now, she might not have thrown the blow. I'll give her that. But she absolutely helped her brother cover it up. She absolutely knows what happened, how it happened, what went down. And she's absolutely... Oh, look at DeMarcus. Thank you, sweetheart, for the $5 super chat. Ooh, who is worse, Mama Rosie or Mama Lou? Mama Rosie. Hands down. For me, I don't know. Y'all have more history on Mama Lou. But Mama Lou just comes off like, somebody who run her mouth too much. She ain't that terrible.
I know why he's asking. He knows the issue I have with Mama Lou.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
I've said it. I've said it numerous times.
You got stuck off the realness, DeMarcus.
You know what? I'm gonna say Mama Rosie for this one, I guess.
Okay. But yeah, y'all, that was pretty much this episode of The Reasonable Doubt. I love it. And it looks like, I guess, because usually the first season was only 8. The last one was 10, I think. So I imagine they're going to give us 10 this time around.
Yeah, probably.
Which is good. Yeah, which is good. But yeah, we're rounding it out, y'all. So it's going to be interesting. But if you have not already, well, actually, matter of fact, what you got going on this week, Vacay, before we get up out of here?
Well, thank you for having me. It's always fun with my Shadeinthecity girls. You know what I'm saying? So, family, definitely check out the short. Shorts is going crazy right now. Thank you to all my Vacay fam and everybody who watches, likes, subscribes. We had 800,000 views last month. So thank you so much for your love and support worldwide. I just dropped my Empowered short film for all my members. Tomorrow I'm going to give the non-members, all the subscribers and everybody who's watching, 24 hours to watch my short film. All right, so check it out. Shout out to Tupac Shakur. And yeah, we got, I'm doing Reasonable Doubt again tomorrow with the squad, so check us out. We got Power Book 4 Force coming this Thursday, Friday, whatever. Okay. Tommy's back. Get ready. Get set. You know I do first reactions right after the episode. So look out for that. I know it's going to be 1 o'clock in the morning for y'all, but 10 o'clock for me. Y'all know what to do. Come through. Hit the like button, subscribe. You already know what to do. Thank you, ladies.
Of course. And thank you for always joining us. Come up here and making two things be true at the same time.
Two things. 2 chips.
Right.
And the clock is right twice.
And the clock is right. It's working. But yeah, y'all know I got my Beyond the Gates. I owe y'all, but y'all get that before we start the new week tomorrow. We got Real Housewives Potomac coming tomorrow, which is just some of these characters, man, really get on my nerves. Force is coming, so be on the lookout for that. That's gonna be interesting how we gonna navigate that next week. So we have to talk offline now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be double lives or we gotta figure that out. But yeah, so look out for Force. Look out. We did record our Sip and Shade Hot Topics, so I'll be dropping that in a day or two. We also got, what the hell else do we got? What's the other one we doing? Braxton's and that foolishness and them sisters fighting each other. And yeah, and you know what, DeMarcus, I actually am going to check out the first episode of All's Fair, and I'll come back and report. I will come back and report. I may make it members only, but I'll give you a first reaction. And if I do like it, I'll keep covering it. I will.
You watched that, DeMarcus? Okay.
DeMarcus has a very wide. He
sure does.
Stuff. He watches a lot of stuff. I don't even know how he has the time. Maybe because he's not reviewing it, but he watches a lot of stuff. Did y'all see His, Hers, Ours? I did hear about that with Terry McMillan. Was that on Lifetime? Because I know they're rolling out a whole series of like Black Lifetime movies that are supposed to be pretty good. That I actually, even though I'm not the Lifetime girly, I'm actually planning on tuning into. But yeah, y'all. So if you haven't already, wherever you watching from, please make sure you hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure that you guys subscribe.
And you hit the notification bell.
And make sure that you guys are following us on all the platforms. That's the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, the IG, the Blue Sky, and the Lemonade. Y'all like how I did that, right? And yeah, y'all, we will catch you next week. Stay tuned. Have your notification bells on because, like I said, we got double work to do with Forrest coming in. And so, yeah, keep your notification bells on so you know when we're going live. But we love y'all. Have a good night and have a good week. Bye-bye.
Salute.